Hey YouTube, this is On and On by Stephen Bishop, yet another song that sounds really rich and complicated, but the finger moves that you have to do are actually kind of simple. So the verse goes back and forth between B and then G sharp 7, which is just that. Now, I kind of like to leave the 7th in for that one, so from B to G sharp minor 7. I think it sounds better, but your choice. You can either lift up on the F sharp or not. You just do that back and forth a lot. So effectively, you're just putting down your 4th finger on the G sharp is all you're doing, going back and forth and then lifting it up. Okay, and then you're going to go to C sharp minor 7. All that is moving these 2 fingers down to E and C sharp respectively. So then the next thing you want to do is F sharp 7, which is just moving 2 fingers again. You're moving this one down to F sharp and down to A sharp. Okay, now you're going to go back to B, but if you were to do the minimal move to go to B, which is this, now you have a different set of fingering that you had for going back to the beginning again. So I actually prefer to lift up and put down the original B fingering that we started at the beginning, which makes going to G sharp minor 7 just that much easier. So let's do the whole verse really slowly. Down in Jamaica, they got lots of pretty women, steal your money and then they break your heart. Lonesome Sue, she's in love with old Sam, taken from the fire into the frying pan, on and on. Okay, so now we're going to go into the chorus. The first thing that we're going to do is go to C sharp minor 7, which we've done before from G sharp minor, on and on. Now, we're going to do the F sharp chord again, but this time we're going to leave out the 7th, but it's basically the same move as we did before. And then again, you're going to go back to B, but again, if you just did it the simple way, the fingering would be kind of weird, so I'm going to actually pick up. And now we're going to go to G sharp 7, but this time it's not minor. So you're going to do the same thing we did before, but you're also going to move your thumb up to the C. And then the other nuance in here is on the syllable crying. They want you to do a flat 13, which means this. You're going to suspend this D sharp to be effectively a D double sharp, but right, just really quickly and then back again, and then back to C sharp minor 7, and then F sharp 7, and then B. So a lot of those moves should feel familiar because we did them in the verse, C sharp minor 7 to F sharp 7, back to B. That's the same way that the chorus ends, is the same way the verse ended. So let's do the chorus. On and on, she just keeps on trying, and she smiles when she feels like crying. On and on, on and on, on and on. Okay, so that's the verse and the chorus. The only other thing we have to figure out is the bridge, and the bridge is just going to be jumping around sort of haphazardly because it's not going to fit the same way that all the other ones have. So we start out at the end of the chorus, on and on, on and on and on. Okay, now you're going to make a jump. It's to E major 7. There's really no easy way to say it. You're just going to plonk down on E major 7. And I like this fingering because what's going to come next is D sharp minor 7, which you could do the 7th. I find it easier if you're going to do the 7th, then just leave out the root because you have the bass anyway. So sometimes I do it that way, sometimes I put the 7th in. I don't know. And then you're going to go to C sharp minor 7, which should feel familiar because we've done it before, but it's not a simple move. Just, you just have to pick up and go. And then you're going to do E over F sharp, which just means lifting up the C sharp and moving the bass. And then you're going to go back to B again. And again, this is another case where you've got sort of the wrong fingering to go back to the B, so you just pick up and move. And then we're going to repeat that basic phrase for the beginning of it again. Go back to E major 7, D sharp minor 7, and now we're going to go to G sharp minor 7, which again, it's a jump, but at least it should feel familiar. We've been playing this all along. Hold on tight. And then on tight, we're going to do C sharp 7, not the minor, but the major this time. So that, again, is pretty familiar. This was the minor, this is the major, so you just have to move over from E to F. And then we're going to go back to minor again on the next beat. So let's do that. Hold on tight, don't let her say good night. F sharp 7. Again, we've been doing that all along anyway, so it's familiar. Don't let her say good night. Yeah, and those high notes, it's early in the morning, so I can't really do those high notes as well as I probably should. But so let's do the bridge really quick. When the first time is the last time, make you feel alright. I screwed that up. When the first time is the last time, it can make you feel alright. When you know it, show it, hold on tight, don't let her say good night. Now back to the verse. Got the sun on my shoulders and my toes in the sand. Woman's left me for another man. Oh, but I don't care, I'll just... Whoops. It's a tough song. I don't care, I'll just dream and stay tan. Toss up my heart and see where it lands. On and on, I just keep